Bonjour, voilà, it's Sunday, March 15th, is it? I'm at my usual Starbucks with some tea, and I thought that I would have a cafe chats and just, talk about how the situation is kind of changing in Japan. Hi Marcus, hi Philip. Nothing, what's happening? Nothing special. It's just that not having a social life anymore means that I have more time to do the live streams. Hi Jessica. You know that yesterday we had some snow. Also, I was back from Okinawa and a little bit tired. So I wanted, hi Jeff, I wanted to stay home and we cooked together. What's going on with this hair? Hi Victor, 5000, hi. And I thought I told you that I would probably live stream again from here because the weather would get better again. And the weather is really nice. And it's a little bit like, what I told you 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I understood that 5,000. I mean, some people don't want a social life even in normal times, which I can understand. I believe that 2 weeks ago I told you I'm coming here while I still can, because I love having coffees on terraces. This is part of my life, something I love it, I enjoy doing. And I said I came here while I still can, because we never know if they might, close restaurants and cafes. And I remember getting a comment, Jen, Japan is not China. Yesterday, I believe that France is not China. Yesterday, France announced that from Saturday evening, all bars and restaurants had to close until an unknown date. So guys, this is not France is not China, Japan is not China, but governments are taking decisions that are unusual. So voilà, I've told you that 2 weeks ago, and I'm telling you this again. I'm avoiding going to restaurants and meeting people right now. I have for some time, and this feeling even stronger now because too close maybe, because the situation is worrying and nobody wants to catch the virus, right? In Japan, they haven't taken the decision to close restaurants quite yet, so fast. And not eating at the restaurant is not something that I will miss, but not being able to have those breaks, coffee breaks, is something that I will miss. So this is why I'm here. Also, I wanted to have a chat with you, and the next person is something like 3 meters away from me. Of course, if someone would be sneezing or coughing, I wouldn't like that. But I can tell you that today, usually this area is really more crowded. Like on Sundays, my area is, there are a lot of people out, and especially people with families. I see much less people than 2 weeks ago, for example. I think it was 2 weeks ago when I did, the tampon. The theme wasn't supposed to be tampons, but I ended up talking about tampons because there was what I call the toilet paper crisis. Much less people. Even at the pharmacy, much less people. So I think that people are going to go out less and less. which is kind of, I understand, because I mean, the more the situation will last, I think the more people are going to freak out. I'm not freaking out, but I can tell you that over the last days, and I think that especially when I saw President Macron's speech, it made me realize that he's right when he says that it's each and every one of us responsibility not to spread the virus. And even if I'm not super worried for myself, I've always had on my mind that even if, you know, some of us are what they call, we say in French, porteurs sains. It's like because we are genki, we're in great form, we have the virus, but it doesn't show. And this is people like us. I don't say I have it, but I might. I don't know that. I've been aware of that. And that I might give it to someone who's weaker than me. And I think it's our responsibility, you know, a carrier, yes. And also what worries me is that what if I get it? And, you know, we never know if there might be enough space in the hospitals to take care of us, right? So that's a little bit scary. So I really want to avoid catching it. But I think this is like, you know, everybody's case. Some more like, you know, I was... Now what might be paradoxal is that I feel safe in some areas. Like going back to Kawagui, for example, I don't know why, but this is an area where I feel safe. And let's say that the situation keeps on being like this. I'm not sure, you know, I was thinking of maybe traveling to some areas within Japan. I don't want to leave Japan because going back to France is not an option. Because what if I can't get back? You know that, I've told you that. I would feel safe going back to Okinawa. I don't know why. I think it's probably because the plane was so empty, guys. And when I was there, I was to so many places on the outside. And when I ate inside, it wasn't that crowded. So I felt pretty safe there. Now, taking the Shinkansen to go to Osaka or Kyoto, even if now is the occasion to see those places empty, I'm not sure I still want to do it. I really don't know. But also, you know, I don't know how it is with you, but with me sometimes, you know, what I think about the situation, it changes from one day to another or 1 hour to another because we see so much information. But I have to say that I'm going to be more careful in the sense that I'm not going to, I don't think anymore like it's okay, you know, I'm not going to catch it because I don't know that I might catch it. So I want to avoid some restaurants now, and I want to avoid like meeting. I got some invitations from customers and I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to go and eat with these people. I prefer to be on my own at home with the babies and we can do some cooking together, right? But I don't want, I want to practice social distancing. Voilà, alors attends, let me check out your comments. Out in the countryside with the babies, Jeff, it's weird, but I thought about going back to Nagano, and you know why? What? I will not feel safer in Nagano than at my home. I feel pretty safe in my area and at my home because I live in a house, and it's not like I have so much people. I have, of course, people. Oops, what's going on? I I wouldn't feel safer in Nagano, because it would be like I wouldn't do much or less being in Nagano than being here. I mean, that means like going to the supermarket sometimes and maybe going to cafes. So I don't think, to me, there is no safer zone, because if you're unlucky and you meet that one person who has the virus in your area, maybe, and it's not declared yet, they don't know that there are cases in that area. I don't think like, you know, I've got the question many times, aren't you thinking of leaving Japan? And I'm like, why would I think of leaving Japan? What would be the point of leaving Japan? There are no safer, oops. To me, there are no area that is safer than another. Sorry about that, guys. I'm having a slight technical problem. The gimbal. The gimbal is sick, maybe. Nandi. I charged it yesterday. Why is it not working? Sorry about that, guys. Okay, we don't have any more gimbal. Hold on a second, guys. I have to take you down. I have to take you down, guys. Up. Alors, need a bottle. Let me try and read your comments. No, I tried to restart the gimbal. It's not working. We have something is going on with the gimbal. It's okay, I'm not going to move, so. Daijoubu. Okay, let me check out your comments. Alors, working through depression from my trip cancellation and all the junk on the news. But my self-abuse, yes, alors, what you say is actually one of the topics that I wanted to raise. Is that, guys, it's hard for everyone, I think. Harder for some people than others. Because humans, beings, it's my little input. My shitty little input, but I believe that human beings, they don't like when their routine is disrupted. And this is why all of the chaos and all of the panic and also the media, they add up to this panic. They create the anxiety. We don't like our routine to be disrupted, but think of it as an opportunity to start new things, or to make a live stream about this. I make a list of things I'm doing right now, because you can read the books you haven't read yet. There are so many things that we always complain that we don't have the time to do anything. Now we have the time to do all those things. People in hospitals have to take care of us. They don't have the time to do anything. We can support those people. If you have some of those people and they have nobody to look after their children, help those people. Some people, I remember, this is not something I'm going to do quite yet, but I remember when I was a kid, I was thinking of maybe becoming a writer. It's not something I'm going to do, But what I'm going to do, guys, is that I'm going to work more on the channel, to work more on that new column that I've started. It's in Japanese, but and I haven't put it forward quite yet because it's just so time consuming doing social network, Instagram, Facebook, the channel, YouTube. He said now is the time to start this. It will help you for later, and I believe he's right. I have to work on this instead of, spending my days, even if this is not I'm not that kind of person, because when I'm watching the news all day long, I'm doing all things at the same time. I'm working more, But I know that some people, they just feel down and they end up spending their days watching the news. I don't think this is a good idea, because watching the same news that make the count of all the cases, and I shouldn't be doing this, guys, touching my face, I know, but it will depress you even more if you keep on watching this news. I think that when we feel depressed, what is important is to make our body move. And so just, even if you really don't have the energy, just start with cleaning the dishes. And then one thing leads to another. And that will take your mind off the shitty news. But I wouldn't recommend spending our time in front of the TV. It's not a good thing, I think. Just try and stay away from the TV news. Yeah, I think that just usually watch once in the morning and once in the evening now, because there's no point. It's just on replay, this very same news on replay, right? So we have to see the positive thing. It's that it's an opportunity to change our lives, I think. I know it's hard for some people, but there are always solutions to the difficulties that you might be encountering right now. And there are always people who can help around you, I think. Being, we shouldn't be selfish, right? But I know it's hard for some people. And I know it can be scary. But you have to try and find ways to stop being so anxious and so scared of something that will, like a super, like movie-like situation that will hopefully, and I don't think it will happen, because anyways the governments are taking all those measures, like closing the schools, and which is good, I think. I don't think in the States you've reached that state quite yet, have you? Because someone thinks you are just so above the virus, guys. You know who I'm talking about. Seriously, is that guy for real? But I was like, I was so shocked when I saw the speech, like, you close the borders to European people for 30 days. That is so shocking to me, because I'm sorry, this is not the United States taking better decisions than European countries. That was so rude and so disrespectful. That was so surreal for me. But that shows how the guy is just, oh my God. Will always be true to himself. Like, that guy has no humanity. Huh? And the only safe place is having a boat in the middle of the water. Yes, if you have stacked all the stuff to be out and with no contacts with the outside, maybe. Not sure. But the thing is that we are all on the same freaking boat, guys. And that boat is called Planet Earth. So we have to stick together, I think. And, you know, just that there are measures that have to be taken, but I mean, I don't think that we've seen what happened. They closed borders. It doesn't stop the virus to spread because you have cases already. So, you know, just now taking the people's temperatures, etc., blocking those people. Yes, I can understand that, but it puts people in messy situations. Like I've seen people saying we were in the flight when the announcement was made, and now we have to hurry and try and get back. You know, so. Alors, JK says, actually the closed inbound flight was based on the scientific data and recommended by the top esteemed virologists. Although no cases in the US were traced to those countries in Europe. Okay. New Zealand now requires all people entering the country to do a 14 days isolation. This is more because what happens if, let's say, for example, I'm American and I live in Europe and I want to go back to America. That is terrible, a terrible situation. Now, if they would tell me, okay, you have to be 14 days in isolation, this seems to be a sensible decision to me, but I'm not top of a government nor virologist, so I will withdraw what I just said, guys. As an American, I think we should be isolated for everyone's protection, just in general. Okay. But then, so you're not going to, then you should not travel to Europe either, I think, because, I mean, if everybody reacts like this, then every country should shut down. I mean, if America shuts down, then we should all shut down. Because then everybody, we say, tout le monde se replie sur soi-même, quoi. It's like everybody just shuts down and lives for itself, and you know, every country has a different policy, and obviously your president, it's been America first from the beginning, and this decision just goes in that direction. And I was very proud to be French when I saw my president's speech when he said, and I think this is obviously, this counters what your president said, that is, let's just shut down and we are first and let's shut down the country. Okay, fine. So you just do that. But I think that behind that decision, there are also economical decisions, because your president doesn't like Europe and he's trying to put, like, he does many things. He tries to create lots of problems with Europe because he's not happy with those many countries, 27 countries, forming a bloc and an economical power. That's just my small input. But Macron said we can't shut down. We have to stick together. And I agree with that, because if a country shuts down, then it's all the individuals that will shut down too. So what will you do if your neighbors has problems? You will just let the people around you have problems? To me, this can be related. It's like countries, what countries do, it's what individuals individuals do too. So some measures, of course, have to be taken, but I don't know. It's just implementing rules so that people are careful and restraining the flow to minimum I can understand, but shutting down completely, to me, that's very shocking. Migration has been recommended to decrease the case of the race infection. We'll see, but it's there. Then you have to also limit the movements within the country. America is such a big country. So this is what doesn't make sense to me, is that you have cases, of course you have cases, and probably much more than is in the news. So then you have to shut down every single states, because in America it's like you have so many, you have dozens of countries. Your country is so big. You know, you will have to come to that if you think this way, I think. Okay. They're recommending restriction of movement within the countries too. Okay, so that makes sense. Look at Australia and New Zealand being so distant, isolation. Australia has no rabies. Because we enforce animal quarantine. Okay. Anyways, guys, also, this is because if we all feel responsible for not, with not spreading the disease anyway, the virus, people should refrain themselves from moving so much, right? In Japan, all the companies that I know, they have travels abroad are forbidden. Meetings are forbidden. So anyways, I think that what shocks me in that decision is that, was this really necessary, or was just a showing off? Oh yes, I am so powerful and I take those decisions without even consulting the other presidents. This is the feeling I have. And that Trump is just showing off. Because anyways, are they people in the airplanes? Not so many people are traveling right now. So, because anyways, the governments have already asked their people not to travel unless it's necessary. They have, in France also, and in Japan also, they say, don't go out unless it's necessary. And in France, it's really now like, please do not, this is our civic responsibility not to spread the virus. Do not go out. When I heard that speech, I thought, he's right. And it really touched me. I thought I have also to do more than what I'm doing right now. I have to avoid going out even more and not meet people if I can avoid it. Because so I will meet people and just for work now, which is not, apparently I'm not going to meet anyone because no meeting at Caldi. But governments have implemented so many things right now. So why, just show off and say we are closing our borders? That shocks me. That guy is just like, to me it's just showing off and saying I rule the world and this is what we are doing and we don't need anyone. Okay, fine. Just do that. But when the situation gets better, maybe that, I wish that, Europe gets strong enough to say, hey, America, we don't need you, because seriously, that situation is just that appalls me. It's just I'm getting like this is not this. I'm getting political here, but that just appalls me, this attitude, because the guy is an asshole. When I said it, I feel better now, but I've never liked it and I will never like him. He's just, this guy has no humanity. So, JK, just travel, no goods. Even before the virus, your president has implemented so many rules. I work in the food and wine business. He's taxing something like 25% the wines from Bordeaux now. You think the guy wants to do business with Europe? I'm not sure. He puts so many barriers and so many rules to, it's America first, and he implements so many things to put hurdles, to make things difficult for us. So, anyways, I'm going to stop talking about him. It's not good. And the wine too. The wine. I need that coat now. It's cold because we had snow yesterday, guys. It didn't stay, but oh my god, it was cold in the house yesterday. Thank you. Get it off your chest, Jen. Thank you. But now I'm thinking, oh my god, I've just so lost subscribers right now. It's okay, you know me. It's not like I was planning to talk about this, but you know me, I just have, when things just comes to my mind, and voilà. Yes, JK, everybody needs to contain the spread. Huh? I don't know, maybe yes. I'm not. Je n'ai pas la science infuse. We say. It's just my little input. Maybe tomorrow I will say, oh my god, your president was so right to close the borders, and we should all do the same thing. I don't know, but my feeling today is that a few days ago I was just shocked, and I thought the guy is just showing off as always, and I didn't like it. Now maybe yes, maybe it's I don't know, but then he's going to piss us off, trying to okay, what we will have to do with the Olympics. This is I hope the Japanese government stays strong and decides what to do. It's not Trump's decision if what we do with the Olympics. It's the whole world's decision. And I mean, the whole world can put its input, not just that guy. But when I saw that, seriously, a month ago was it? Like, England, we are so ready, let's move the Olympics to England. I'm sorry, guys. If we can't do it in Japan, we can't do it in England, nor in France, nor in America, nor in Thailand. We can't do anywhere, because it's the world's problem right now. So, people trying to get, to take advantage of the situation, that annoys me. Huh? Dr. Anthony Fossi. Who's that? JK. Hi, Shay. Alors, the Olympic torch was lit on Thursday, yes. Alors, the Italian situation, I don't know what it is due to, but do you remember, guys, that we were talking about 2 weeks ago about hospitals, and you were like, oh, Jen, don't worry, you have all you know, the infrastructure that you need. And I told you, I'm not sure about that. And even in France, we're not sure about that. And then what happens in Italy? That is scary, guys. Alors yesterday, I don't remember, I saw a country, was it Bulgaria, or the government decided to build, like in China, you know, those temporary buildings, a hospital. And I thought, how smart. Because they are doing this just in case the situation would worsen. Is it in Bulgaria? Not the brand. Oh my god, I want to go to Ginza and have a cafe. Guys, I never took you, JK, you would like it so much. And it's probably empty right now. The cafe, Bulgari cafe in Ginza is so nice. Is the Sky Tree still closed? I don't know. Haven't checked it out. Why isn't there a vaccine by now? I believe it takes many months to develop a vaccine, because then they have to test it right. The current cases, it's like people would recover from the virus. Is it what you're talking about? Because luckily, most people, they recover from the virus. こんにちは、若子さん。昨日楽しかったですね、お料理。What did you think about the cooking yesterday, guys? Haven't had so many views quite yet. Did we get views? I was happy. Thank you, Jessica, for your comments. I should do more. Alors, there's going to be more cooking, guys. Please do not unsubscribe. Yahoo! Margot. ちょっと寒くなってきた。タイトル受けましたか? You like the title? 食テロ。Alors. Guys, do you know that you have to wash your face every 2 hours? I've seen on Japanese TV that they said the doctor was showing. I'm still appalled that nobody shows how to wash your hands properly, guys. I might end up doing a live stream showing you how to wash your hands, because that appalled me when French Prime Minister said, please wash your hands at least 20 to 30 seconds. No, no, no. Wash your hands for at least 1 minute. And then rinse it at least for 20 to 30 seconds with hot water, guys. Seriously. And in so many programs in France and in Japan, because I follow both news. 20, 30 seconds? No! Are you kidding me? This is so wrong. This is not how you wash your hands, how you kill the germs, guys. And you wash and you wash and you wash, you wash and you wash and you wash, and then with a brush under your nails. And I'm so going to do, because I'm going to do more live streams because I'm home. That pisses me off, guys, because those people are responsible for our health. And they tell you 20 to 30 seconds? No, at least 1 minute, guys. It's long, you will get used to it. 1 minute, seriously. You have no reason to unsubscribe, thank you. Seriously, and anyways, I hope that people keep this habit, because, especially before cooking, and, you know, you go to the bathroom, and then you cook and you touch the bread and everything, and then, you know, we all eat the bread. Seriously, guys, I don't want your germs on my piece of bread. I've told you that like 2 weeks ago, but Sorry guys, I'm missing a lot of comments. Alors, thank you guys because I have so many new people commenting on the live streams. This is nice. Let's see. Did we lose? Not yet. Subscribers. Help me find a new title. That title is not good, right? Or you want to keep on chatting between yourselves, guys. Tasting Okinawa fruits. 270 views only. That's bad. The Shokutero, 434 views. That is bad, guys. You know what I'd like to do is I have to try. What I would love is that I get at least 1,000 views for every single video. So I need to increase the number of subscribers, I think. Right? It's chilly. It's getting chilly. I'm cold right now. Hey, look what I got. I was surprised. Jang. Tissue, guys. Tissue. Alors, news, guys. What happened before I cooked in between yesterday and today's live stream? So there's going to be a lot of cooking because I told you I want to avoid meeting people. Ça y est, je me sens responsable là maintenant. I will, of course, do some like while the bars and restaurants are still open. I will do terraces and sometimes probably might go to Kawagoe just because you want to breathe the air. But apart from that, as I'm going to be home a lot, I'm going to do more live streams, food live streams, of course, and mini live streams. So guys, I have, do you know Isetan? 昔はどこでも配っていたのにね、そうびっくりしましたよ今日先ほどさ、すごい嬉しかった。ちなみにどうですかあそこですよね。金沢の方でしたっけ？金沢じゃなく神奈川県ですよね。若子さんどうです向こうはスーパーとかやっぱり品切れって知ってます？ No, I haven't worn gloves this year. It wasn't that cold. So do you know Isetan, guys? Nani ga shinagire desu ka? So Wakako-san lives in the Kanagawa area, which is southwest of Tokyo. You know, Yokohama area. No, Isetan. Isetan store. Yes, Kerry. The department store. Kawasaki ne? Yes. Kawasaki. 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 作りに行くでしょ思い出した何が品切れなんですか And she lives in Kawasaki, very popular area, lots of people, and she says that some of the products are like sold out. So I'm asking her what products are being sold out. I'm waiting for the answer. In the meantime, so yesterday, you know, a few months ago what I did, and I wanted to do a live stream to show you what I had received, but in Setan, they have the toilet paper masks. Well, this is all over Japan, Wakako-san. それはね、もうどこでもね。No, actually in my area, sometimes I can find toilet paper, which is like great. The sanitizer, hand sanitizer, of course. Hamamatsu, you have? Okay, good. In my area, I have sometimes. Okome. You have rice, yes. So, Isetan, what they do, guys, Wakako-san, 興味があるかどうかわからないんですけど、あと、どんなお仕事してるんですか？聞いてもいいですか？ 興味があります。They have what they called Isetan door. And they were doing what soap? You can't find soap? That sucks. And you know that I'm so happy I have all those hotel samples. And I thought, oh my God, I will use those if, something, like if we have to be stuck at home, But if we're stuck at home, guys, seriously, with just hot water, I mean, it's not the end of the world because, we can wash ourselves a few times. As long as we have electricity and water, to me, and I stocked food for the babies because they are the priority. This human can survive on very little, but the babies, no, they can't go through this. So back to Isetan, they have what they call Isetan door. And I tried their Tamishi Seto is a trial set that was 1,980 yen instead of being 5 to 6,000, so that was 3 times less expensive. And I tried it because I believe that that Isetan is my favorite department store in Japan. And to me, it's really like gohobi, like a treat when I go there and buy stuff there. Everything is just so good. Don't forget about meditation. Yes, exactly. Now, oh my God, I'm so happy because I have so much time to meditate. I meditate in first thing in the morning and in the evening. But I'm not going to finish this Isetan talk, guys. And I tried it and everything was so good. But I hesitated. I did not join the Isetan door thing because they deliver every week. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, darling. And because I thought, sometimes I'm not here and like every week it's a lot. It's too much. I can't order this every week. And yesterday I got a phone call that starts with, when it starts with 0120 phone calls in Japan, usually it's like, the telephone companies, like people who try to sell you stuff. It's the free dial numbers, right? And I never answer those. And at something like 7:30 p.m., I get a phone call and I thought, what is this? And my first reaction was like, no, I'm not answering. And then I thought, you have time now and you'll just tell the person to go and take a hike if it's someone who wants to sell you something. And I answer. Seriously, another of those times when I thought, what a timing again and how lucky I am that I answered. And it's Isetan door. And the woman is like, would you have time to answer an inquiry? So much time, So NSK が来たの、私も来たの。今暇かな、いつら。ね、no comment. And she was like, okay, so you ordered a few months ago, how was it, blah, 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 and then you didn't join, why? And I said, I found the quality absolutely amazing and I've been hesitating in joining since then, but I'm not joining because having the food delivered automatically every week, this is too much for me. And there are weeks I'm not here and the food would be wasted. And she told me that it wasn't compulsory to order every week. What they do is that every week they send you the set that they have selected and you can cancel the delivery. Also, they make a selection for you, but you can change some of the items. And they have a super large variety of products also, apart from the sets, of seasonal stuff, of very popular sweets that you see on TV and you can't order, or you can order just on Isetan because they get sold out elsewhere. And I thought, wow, because then I said, but I think that my pace will be once to twice a month. Is that okay? She said, it's not a problem at all. And I said, but now seeing the current situation, with the virus, I might actually get the order every week. So actually you call at a very good time. And she said, yeah, I believe so. But so I mean, I was, like, oh my God, this is such a good timing. Sold, ne? So, more. I registered right away. So she was like, so would you like to register? And I said, yes, let's do it. Because you have also no annual fee. So I'm going to get my first parcel next Saturday. I fixed the day every Saturday morning. So maybe we will do, like cookings, opening and boxing the Isetan door thing every Saturday at lunch. What do you think, guys? I think this might be fun because we will we will discover Japanese ingredients together and has super high quality. Marlboro, konnichiwa, genki kame, hi. Did you get a freebie gift? What is that? There are recipes online to make your own, yes, antibacterial stuff, yes. それでは加古さん、お仕事何だったっけ？ごめん。まあ言いたくなかったらいいんですけど。So I'm trying to go back in the... Gotta try some Amazon. Are you talking to me, Chef, or to someone else? Because you know that I'm a big Amazon user. Yesterday it was horrible, all the stuff I received. I told you for the babies because I had ordered already, but the good thing is that stuff for the babies you can order, because I don't know if that's people think of themselves first, or maybe they have a lot of food, but oops, sorry, no, we have to keep this. Sorry guys, mistake. Oh no! No. This one is old. Amazon I've always used because I don't have a car, so I get them deliver me every month. I have, what they call the monthly deliveries, and then you get 10 to 15% off. So every month I get my water delivered, I get the baby's food delivered, the bed sheets, the everything for the toilet for the babies, because that's heavy stuff, right? But I've ordered so much. I told you I started something like 4 weeks ago, because I have this friend who just told me you have to make some stocks, and I did. I have... where did I put my sanitizer? So I have a lot of food now, and I do not stock usually. Hi Jonathan. I told you that I wasn't stocking, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't like to stock, because what Fukushima taught me is, even when you live in a country like Japan, I think it teaches you sorry guys, it's too noisy. Hold on a second. Up. Voilà. you live in a country like Japan, it teaches you that you cannot take anything for granted and that you might lose anything in 1 second because of the natural disasters. But when Fukushima happened, guys, I thought I might not be able to go back to my home because, I thought I might have to leave Tokyo because I don't know if you're aware of the fact that the Japanese government considered evacuating Tokyo because of the contamination. And when you think I might have to leave everything because Tokyo is going to be so contaminated, you realize all the stuff that you have and that you are blessed and that you had taken everything for granted and not even realize that you had not realized how blessed you were.そう、すごかったですね、地震の時。Then I thought, what do I need all this stuff? You realize I haven't wanted to stock things, and I have bought so much less since Fukushima. And I don't like to stock things because I always think, what if something happens? What's the point in having all this stuff? And also you realize, I think, that our lives are really how do you say that in English? We have so much stuff. We can't focus anymore because it's all those small things and we always consume. What's the point of that? I'm happy with, just being outside and enjoying the sun and the nice weather. Hi, Tanya. So this is why I don't like to stack and stock up things. It makes me feel like it makes my mind feel like it's overwhelming to be surrounded by so much stuff. I know that some people, they need this because I know people who have been through war when they were children, and they like to have a lot of stuff because they are insecure and they need it to feel good, which I can understand. I don't have this kind of trauma, but also I really think that we can lose everything in 1 second, so what's the point in having so much stuff? And I prefer to put my money in travels or in maybe someday buying a house somewhere in France, than in things that are just like we get like new bag, new this, new that, and we get tired of it. And to me, this is just wasting money. But this is how I function it. But as for food, I don't like to have so much food because I think what if something happens, the house goes down? What would have been the point to have so much food, But with the current situation, thinking that we might have to be confined. Attends, c'était quoi le truc là? Enfermé à la maison. Quarantined. Then you need the food, obviously. And I've been stacking up some stuff. But to me, this is just so weird. And I can't help thinking, seriously, if there is no quarantine, what am I going to do with all this food? Because, of course, I will eat it, but I don't want to eat the freaking pasta and the freaking rice. And, I'm I'm not going to make myself tomato pasta for, like I have, oh my God, so much. And when the situation gets better, right, and we go back to restaurants, etc., etc., even if, I can eat food that even if it's expired, those pasta and everything, you can eat even after it's expired. But just the thought of having so much food, I'm like, seriously, it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like, oh my God, how am I going to get rid of it, But it might come in handy. So I have some just in case. Gonna have to do a lot of cooking stream. You know what I'm going to buy, guys? You can donate the food, of course I will, if I mean when this situation gets better. Now, a month ago I was thinking the situation is going to get better in a few weeks. I'm not that confident anymore. I hope I'm wrong, but I understand that it might last more than a few weeks. So I'm not, I know I had to stock a few things, but you know what I'm going to order too? Also, I thought yesterday, cotechino, guys. Because with one cotechino, that will enhance the flavor of so many dishes. I can use in pasta, I can use in, also what I've bought, I need to buy more of mame. Mame 料理もいいですよね。Beans can come in handy. To make stews, right? コテキーノ、知らないんですか？ちょっと前の Cooking with the Babies 調べてください。コテキーノ、イタリアのソーセージなんですね。すっごく美味しいんですよ。And I looked for some cotechino on Amazon yesterday. I couldn't find any, so I think I can find it on other sites. I have to order some today because I don't have any more. And I love cotechino so much. So we will, I can use, this is to me, like, cotechino is to me something we should stack. We should have a lot of stock of cotechino. It's a lifesaver to me. Une omelette au cotechino, c'est pas mal ça. Ah ouais. Alors yesterday I couldn't have dinner, guys. Because it was about 3 p.m. when I ate that spam thing, and seriously, that was too much. Because it is a little bit salty, isn't it, the spam? I finished that fruit this morning. The pineapple, guys, actually you can eat the heart. I tried it afterwards. It's a little bit crunchy, but it's softer than the usual pineapples, and it's so sugary, so tasty. So that pineapple actually turns out as being a super good deal, because you can even eat the middle, the heart. So voilà, alors Isetan, also guys, another decision that I've made, and because like a year ago, when I was in France, my sister, that might be a hint to, I don't know if you're interested, you like making bread, but I like making bread. What I want to do before buying the bread machine is I want to check out what I have at home, because I know how to make bread by myself. But my sister, she has this bread machine, and it's good. It makes good bread, right? But I don't really like to use machines to make things. I like to make stuff by myself. But I've checked out, and for $140, I can find a Marius. Is it? Hi. I'm considering buying a bread machine. And I've checked out one that's, because I can make bread with my oven, but I don't know why I haven't succeeded in making nice breads lately. So I think I should just buy a machine, a bread maker. So if I do this, we can try and make the bread together. Voilà, voilà. Apparently it can make yogurt too. So this might be something, a new thing at home too. Voilà, voilà. But the Isetan thing, definitely. And then some other cooking. I might end up doing those crepes that I haven't done, you know. I've been promising you I would make the crepes for 2 years. I've never. So I thought yesterday I have to make some crepes because I've cut on sugar a lot these last 2 weeks. But yesterday I felt like having something sweet. Crepes would be nice, I think. Aida, hi. Voilà, voilà, guys. The smell of fresh bread, right? It's so nice. Alors, did I miss? I probably missed the comments. Yes, les lentilles. Very easy. Lens mamene. So nutritious. All the beans, I think. Julia Child has a great recipe for crepe. Alors, someone many months ago taught me you have to watch, was it Julia et Julia or something like that, the title, with those two great actresses. Oh my God. Was it you, Jeff, who recommended that I watch the movie? And because I had never watched it, it's so cold. Because I'm not moving. And I watched the film something like 2 months ago. It's a great movie. Do you know what's my favorite scene? Have you watched the film? Before I tell you what's my favorite scene, I would like you to tell me, those who watched the film, what's your favorite scene, guys? So what's your favorite scene, guys? We talk about this and then I'm going to go and buy some stuff. Need to buy some milk, some eggs. I've ordered organic flour on Amazon. So I have some stock. You don't remember the movie? So do you want me to tell me what's my favorite scene? My favorite scene is when the young Julia is attends, what is she cooking? Attends, I forgot what she's cooking, but she gets so depressed all of a sudden, so down, and she's on the floor completely like, you know, half crying and like, is it when she's cooking that chicken? Because she drops it, something like that, and oh my God, I just love her so much. She's so funny, I think, because she's so tired of this challenge, cooking every day, and seriously, it's hard recipes, right? And it's so funny, that scene. I might actually watch it again, you know. I've been watching Japanese movies lately because I'm home so much. So in the evening I watch movies and I'm into Japanese movies. I've never been into Japanese movies, but now I'm watching all the soapy movies. She oversleeps when she makes the bœuf bourguignon. Isn't it the bœuf bourguignon that she called the bœuf bourguignon? Oh my God, that scene, and she's like, so funny. I love it. And The old Julia, oh my god, how when she speaks French, she's so good. I love her, right? It's the bœuf bourguignon, right? One day we should make bœuf bourguignon together. I don't make bœuf bourguignon anymore because I don't eat bœuf. But bœuf bourguignon is so good, right? You have to watch Death Note anime. I haven't watched it. I have watched the first Death Note movie, I think. I've rewatched the Rurouni Kenshin, the first of the 3 movies, because I love it. Oh, it's so nice. I love it. I've watched, Attack on the Titans. Do you know this movie, guys? It comes from an anime that I didn't know about, but a few years, 2-3 years ago, I saw, listening to music on YouTube, I saw some images and I thought, what are those horrible, like, how don't have kids watch this? This is like not nice, not like, this is scary, right? And I've seen that they are on Netflix, that they have the movies, and I watched it, and it's not bad, it's pretty good. Kenshi is just so nice. Oh my god. It's that movie is perfect, and I love all the actors. Of course, the main actor, Sato Takeru, is just, oh my god, I love him so much. He's so, oh my god. But all the actresses and actors, they're all just, they selected everyone so perfectly, and the images are great, and great action scenes, I think, so very nice. And I wonder if they are not making a 4th episode, actually, because I've seen new images yesterday evening, actually, before sleeping. That would be great, because, I mean, it's not enough with just 3. Huh? Jonathan, thank you so much. Para que puede comprar los ingredientes del pan. Pour le pain, d'accord, for the bread, y hacerlo después, and make it afterwards, so that you can buy the ingredients for the bread and make it after. Thank you so much. I remember Spanish. I could translate it. You know that I used to speak Spanish pretty well, actually, and then I stopped when I started learning Japanese. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. I've been thinking also, guys, that now is the time also to study Japanese and English again. Huh? It's a little bit difficult. I haven't spoken Spanish in such a long time. Voila, guys, so thank you so much. Thank you for liking the video. Mini talks again. Sorry for being, not so smart sometimes, maybe, in my appraisal of what some people do or not do, but, I'm not that smart sometimes. Nearly 50 likes. Guys, please, before I end, 5 more. Let's reach. Thank you. Maybe we can go up to 60. Who knows? Only in Antarctica. Hi. So, guys, I'm going to. 58. Sugoi, thank you so much. How are the babies? The babies are so cute and so healthy, and I'm so thankful because Charlie, I've had him for, it will be 5 years, I think. 4-5 years, I think, in April. David, hi. Thank you so much. Bisous. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. And you know what I'm thinking every day? I'm so thankful because when I got them, I was told they were elder dogs. Charlie was really in poor shape, and you know that I thought, to me, I take, usually I try and take in the unwanted ones because everybody wants the puppies and the kittens. And if it's elderly dogs or cats, sometimes my father tells me, why do you do this? Because you won't have them for a long time. And you will be crying yourself out again. I know that. But sometimes, like Bianco, my white cat, he was a young cat. When I got him, he was about a year. And I had him for less than a year and a half because he had a poor condition. So you can never know. And I'm very lucky because Lisa and Charlie, when I took them in, I thought, even if I have them just one day, at least they will have felt the warmth of family and of home and be loved for at least one day in their lives. And I've had them for so many years now, and I'm very thankful for that. And yes, they are really great these days. Is it also because I'm so much home and they're just happy because mama is there. And you've seen on Instagram, I think, all the pictures sometimes that I put that they're my support working team. The cats also are very happy. I was telling them this morning that I have to check out for the Hanami, that we should go to a nice place, not crowded place. I know a place in Saitama, so I might take them on a date. I was actually considering taking one of them here, but I want to go shopping, and also it felt a little bit cold, so this is why I didn't take one of them with me, but they are good. Voilà, thank you for asking. Voilà, thank you guys, 33 likes, thank you so much. They can smell the spam in the house. Alors, I gave them a little bit yesterday. What I did is that I mixed some of the rice and a little bit of the spam, just a little bit, because it's a little bit salty, and delicatessen is not good for dogs. But life is short, so sometimes it's like gohobi, once a week or every 2 weeks. I give them just a little bit of something they shouldn't be eating. No, not that often maybe, but so I put a little bit of the spam, I fried it, and then I mixed it with their dog food. Oh my god, they were so happy. They just, oh my god, they were so cute. Voilà, guys, thank you very much. I'm going to leave you. Of course, ketchup would be so bad for them. So much sugar in there. I want them to live a long life like me, right? Long and healthy life, right? So no ketchup. There is no ketchup at my home, actually, right? But Marty, I have bought some mentaiko mayonnaise. Usually I make mayonnaise myself, but I bought some mentaiko mayonnaise that I have never tried about a month ago, and I will try it with you guys on Patreon with some boiled eggs. Because I was curious about it, because I like mentaiko. You saw that when we had that spam, lots of ambulances today. It's a mayonnaise with mentaiko, apparently. The Kyushu specialty. I have it at home. We will try it this week, guys. Mentaiko daisuki desu ka? I like mentaiko too. Voilà. but apart from that, I have all those, industrial stuff. I keep it at a minimum. Voilà, voilà. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and buy those ingredients. I will keep you posted. We have to have my sister coming. No, might be difficult. I don't think she will take the plane, but I told you they closed. They asked bars and restaurants to close yesterday evening. My sister has a restaurant, so she's not going to be able to work for who knows how long. And I thought, oh my God, it would be so nice that she comes, but not the best time maybe to take the plane. JK, merci beaucoup. Thank you for your input about all the medical things, because JK has proper information, unlike Jennifer Julian, who's just, You have, yes, thank you, David. Kerry, thank you. Thanks for the likes, guys. You have a good weekend, and I will see you very soon for another live stream. I will try and work on the edited videos. JK, you're cute. Merci, Jessica. And give me, guys, put a comment if there is something you would like me to cook. As seeing that you can't suggest me places to go. Because I can't go out that much right now. But please ask me if there is something you want me to cook, okay? Voilà, gros bisous. Take care. Don't forget to stock a little bit of food for your babies. And I will see you very soon, Tania. À bientôt. Marty, merci. Bisous. Margot, à bientôt. Jonathan, Jeff, Jessica, JK, Kerry. À bientôt. Bisous, guys. Have a good weekend. Only in Antarctica. Jonathan, Jason, bye.